Not out here pretending to be Lady Mary from Downton Abbey. Although, let's be honest, I wouldn't say no to her wardrobe. But I do love sipping tea out of fine bone china. There's something about it that just makes me feel like I have my life together, even if I totally don't. Here's the thing. I've always had a soft spot for the world of class, etiquette, and refined living. It's not about wealth or status. It's about those little touches that make everyday life feel just a bit more elegant. Let me show you what I mean. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why do I care about what fancy rich people do all day? I'm over here trying to figure out if I can eat cereal for dinner without feeling shame. And honestly, some days I feel the same. But listen, I think there's something weirdly fascinating about how the other half, or like the other 2%, lives. And, spoiler alert, you don't need a private jet or a 300-year-old family crest to steal some of their habits. Turns out, a lot of their daily rituals are weirdly doable. Some are practical, some are extra for no reason, and some are straight-up bougie nonsense. But hey, why not sprinkle a little fantasy into your life, right? All right, let's get into it. Here are 9 daily rituals of the upper class. And trust me, some of these are going to surprise you. Number 1. Starting the morning with intent. Okay, so apparently, rich people don't roll out of bed and immediately grab their phone to scroll Instagram or check if their ex looked at their story. Shocking, right? Instead, they're big on setting intentions. It's not just waking up, it's an event. They'll take 5 to 10 minutes to meditate, breathe deeply, or, brace yourself, journal. Yes, they journal. I tried this once and ended up just writing, "Why am I so tired?" in all caps. But hey, they swear by it. Oh, and let me tell you, their mornings are eerily calm. No alarms blaring, no panicked snooze buttons. Meanwhile, my morning vibe is, oh no, I overslept again, mixed with, is it too early for iced coffee? But seriously, the takeaway here is, don't start your day in chaos. If you can, take a couple minutes to breathe. Pretend you're in a Jane Austen novel and you have nothing but time. Before we continue, welcome to Manners Matters. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more tips on refined living, class, and elegance. Join our community and elevate your lifestyle. Number 2. Breakfast is a non-negotiable. Upper-class people don't grab a granola bar on the way out the door. Oh no, breakfast for them is a moment. It's never rushed, and it's always presented like they're auditioning for a magazine spread. We're talking fresh fruit, homemade bread, soft-boiled eggs in those cute little egg cups. Because of course, even if it's just oatmeal, they'll add some ridiculous garnish like edible flowers. Now, I tried to do this one morning. I plated my scrambled eggs, added some parsley for vibes, and sat down at the table instead of eating over the sink. And honestly, it felt weirdly nice. I wasn't just inhaling food, I was like, savoring it. Highly recommend. You don't need to be rich to put your toast on a plate instead of a paper towel, okay? Number 3. Exercise, but make it look effortless. This one cracked me up because they treat exercise like it's part of their personality. But it's not just working out. Oh no. It's a ritual. They'll do Pilates on a reformer machine, take a private tennis lesson, or go horseback riding. The kicker? They don't look like they're sweating. Meanwhile, I go for a 10-minute jog and look like I just escaped from the Sahara Desert. But apparently, the key is to find a form of movement that you actually enjoy. You don't have to do yoga on a cliffside in matching workout sets. But hey, if you want to try luxury-level stretching, go for it. Number 4. Prioritizing self-care, like it's essential, not optional. Here's something I've noticed. For the upper class, self-care isn't seen as an indulgence or something you squeeze in when you have time. It's a priority, as natural as breathing. Whether it's a skincare routine, a massage, or just a quiet moment with a cup of tea, they treat taking care of themselves as an essential part of the day. And honestly, there's something inspiring about that. It's not about being over the top with fancy products or elaborate rituals. Though, hey, if crushed pearl face masks are your thing, go for it. It's about valuing yourself enough to carve out time, even just a little, to recharge and feel good. Maybe that's taking a hot bath, doing a quick face mask, or just lighting a candle and sitting still for 5 minutes. Whatever makes you feel calm, cared for, and a little more you, that's self-care. Number 5. The reading ritual. Upper-class people read a lot. But it's not TikTok or gossip blogs. Tragic, I know. And they're not just reading to pass the time. They're broadening their horizons. Which sounds pretentious until you realize it's probably why they're winning at dinner party conversations while I'm over here trying to remember what happened on The Real Housewives. But here's the fun part. The key isn't what you read. It's that you read. Spending 30 minutes every evening with a book can be such a relaxing way to wind down. Number 6. Dressing intentionally to set the tone for the day. Here's the thing. Dressing well isn't just about looking good. It's about how it makes you feel. The upper class have mastered this idea of dressing intentionally, And it's not because they're always heading to a gala or sipping champagne on a yacht. It's because they understand that what you wear can change your mindset. Whether it's a tailored blazer, a cozy cashmere sweater, or even just a crisp pair of jeans, the goal is to feel confident, put together, and ready to take on whatever the day brings. And it's not about following trends or spending a fortune either. It's about choosing clothes that make you feel you. Maybe it's wearing that blouse you love, even if you're just working from home, or swapping the worn-out sweatpants for something just a touch more polished. It's amazing how much a small change, like putting on your favorite bracelet or a bold lip color, can shift your mood and energy. Number 7. Eating dinner at a table, like civilized humans. Here's a wild thought. Sitting at a table for dinner instead of eating in front of the TV. Shocking, I know, but for the upper class, this isn't just about manners. It's a whole vibe. They'll light candles, pour wine, and actually talk to the people they're eating with. And I don't mean like, pass the salt kind of talk. They're having actual conversations. Now, I'm not saying you need to host a 5-course dinner party every night, but maybe throw a napkin down and sit at the table. It's oddly grounding. Plus, it keeps crumbs out of your couch cushions, so win-win. Number 8. Evening walks as a simple joy. Evening walks are one of those little rituals that feel timeless, and the upper class seems to have really embraced them. After dinner, many of them make it a point to go for a quiet stroll, whether it's through a garden, around their neighborhood, or even just a peaceful path nearby. And it's not about burning calories or hitting a step goal. It's about taking a moment to slow down, reflect on the day, and enjoy the fresh air. What's lovely about this habit is how simple and accessible it is. You don't need a sprawling estate or a perfectly manicured park to enjoy a walk. A quick stroll around the block or even pacing through your apartment can create the same sense of calm. It's less about where you walk and more about giving yourself the space to unwind and reset. Number 9. Gratitude practice. Before bed. Last but not least, before they go to sleep, a lot of upper-class people take a few minutes to reflect on their day. They'll write down 3 things they're grateful for or just think about what went well. It's very, Dear Diary, I'm thriving. I'll admit I was skeptical about this one, but it's kind of nice to end the day on a positive note. Even if it's just, I'm grateful I didn't burn my toast this morning, it shifts your mindset. Plus, it's free, which makes it officially the most accessible thing on this list. So there you have it. 9 daily rituals of the upper class. Are they a little over the top? Sure, but are some of them surprisingly doable? Definitely. You don't need a butler or a yacht to steal some of these habits and add a touch of fancy to your life. Who knows? Maybe in a few weeks you'll be journaling and eating parsley-garnished toast like a total pro. All right, now I want to hear from you. Are there any of these you'd actually try?